FS Realistic connected.
vehicles are on their way. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and asked to do. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the
01 left, 01 right. Transition level 070. Advise on initial contact, you have information Yankee. Gardermoen Airport information Yankee. 2016 Zulu. Wind variabel. Visibility 10 miles or more. Sailing 4600 broken. Temperatur 00. Dew point -00. QNH1014. Landing and departing runways 01 left, 01 right. Transition level 070. Advise on initial contact, you have information Yankee.
Scandinavian 4098, request IFR clearance to evens.
Scandinavian 4098, Gardermoen delivery, expect runway 01 right, ribbe 6 Bravo departure, ribbe transition, initial climb 272 feet. Squawk 3164.
Rib 6 Bravo departure, rib transition, squawk 3164, Scandinavian 4098.
Scandinavian 4098, read back correct. Contact to ground 121.905 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.905 when ready, Scandinavian 4098.
Airbus 379 Sierra, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Kastrup.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Gardermoen delivery, expect runway 01 right, Oxap 6 Bravo departure, initial climb 272 feet. Squawk 2233.
Oxat 6 Bravo departure, squawk 2233, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Airbus 379 Sierra, read back correct. Contact to ground 121.905 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.905 when ready for pushback or engine start. Airbus 379 Sierra. Bye-bye.
Boarding requested.
Hydro 157, IFR til Håkesen.
Veidroe 157, Gardermoen delivery. Expect runway 01 left. Atlat 5 Alpha departure. Initial climb 272 feet. Squawk 5722.
Atlat 5 Alpha departure. Squawk 5722. Hydro 157.
Veidroe 157, readback correct. Contact til ground 121.905 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.905 when ready. Hydro 157.
ISO 325, ready for IFR clearance to Keflavik.
ICR 325, Gardermoen delivery. Expect runway 01 left. Atlat 5 Alpha departure. Initial climb 272 feet. Squawk 1353.
Atlat 5 Alpha departure. Squawk 1353. ISO 325.
ICR 325, readback correct. Contact til ground 121.905 when ready for push or start.
Will contact ground 121.905 when ready for pushback or engine start. ISO 325. Thanks. Scandinavian 58 lead.
Scandinavian 4098. Contact Gardemont Tower 120.105.
Over to Tower 120.105, Scandinavian 4098. Get Indy. Halima, gate 49 request pushback and engine start.
Skärshet India Lima, Gardermoen Grund. Pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Get Indy. Halima.
Rednåse 949. Gate 54 taxi via Juliet.
Gate 54 via Juliet. Red nose 949. Center 78 Yankee, gate 45 request pushback.
Finnair 78 Yankee, Gardermoen ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Finnair 78 Yankee. Get Indy. Halima, request taxi to the active.
Skärshet India Lima, runway 01 right taxi via Lima Centel Orange. Sierra, Bravo 2.
Runway 01 right taxi via Lima Center L Orange Sierra Bravo 2 get Indy. Halima.
All aircraft be advised information Zulu now current. QNH1014.
Finnair 78 Yankee, request taxi to the active.
Finnair 78 Yankee, runway 01 right taxi via Lima Orange. Sierra, Bravo 2.
Runway 01 right taxi via Lima Orange, Sierra, Bravo 2, Finnair 78 Yankee.
Airbus 379 Sierra, gate 18, request pushback.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Gardermoen ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback approved. Face east. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Squeshet India Lima. Contact Gardermoen Tower 120.105. Bye bye.
Over to Tower 120.105, get Indy, Lima.
Finnair 78 Yankee. Contact Gardermoen Tower 120.105.
Over to Tower 120.105, Finnair 78 Yankee.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
I'm looking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Spinnaker 1483. Gate 189er taxi via Juliet. Tango Lima Blue.
Gate 189 via Juliet Tango, Lima Blue, Spinnaker 1483.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Request taxi.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Runway 01 right taxi via Golf. Delta. Papa. Sierra. Bravo 2.
Runway 01 right taxi via Golf. Delta. Papa. Sierra. Bravo 2. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Contact Gardermoen Tower 120.105.
Over to Tower 120.105. Airbus 379 Sierra. Airbus 379 Sierra. Ready to go. Runway 01 right.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Gardermoen Tower, wind variable, runway 01 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 01 right, cleared for takeoff. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Airbus 379 Sierra, reset transponder. Squawk 2233.
Squawk 2233, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Contact Oslo departure 120.455.
Contact Oslo departure 120.455. Airbus 379 Sierra. Oslo departure. Airbus 379 Sierra. 3,400 feet.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Oslo departure. Identified. Climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Nordic 634. Contact Polaris. Control 118.55.
Syndrome 118.55, Nordic 634. Oslo departure, Nordic 82 Juliet, 2,200 feet.
Nordic 82 Juliet. Oslo departure. Identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Nordic 82 Juliet.
Nordic 82 Juliet. Contact Polaris, control 118.55.
Center on 118.55, Nordic 82 Juliet, bye-bye. Oslo departure, Scandinavian 4055, good evening, 3,500 feet.
Scandinavian 4055, Oslo departure, identified. Climb to flight level 140.
Climb to flight level 140, Scandinavian 4055.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Contact Polaris, control 118.55.
Contact Polaris Control 118.55. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Scandinavian 4055. Contact Polaris, control 118.55.
Center on 118.55, Scandinavian 4055.
Scandinavian 4055, Rapno to Sierra, runway 18. Report ready for descent.
Rapno to Sierra, runway 18, ready for descent, Scandinavian 4055.
Scandinavian 4055, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Scandinavian 4055.
KLM 1151, Polaris Control, expect Rypam 3 Lima, runway 01 right.
Expect Ripam 3 Lima, runway 01 right, KLM 1151.
Polaris Control, Airbus 379 Sierra. Flight level 170.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Polaris Control, good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Nordic 1309, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Nordic 1309.
Polaris Control, Nordic 68 Lima, passing flight level 243 for flight level 180, direct GM 437.
Nordic 68 Lima, Polaris Control, good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Nordic 68 Lima.
Polaris Control, France Solo 27 Charlie Kilo, passing flight level 220 for flight level 190, direct GM 440.
France Solo 27 Charlie Kilo, Polaris Control, identified. Climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, France, Solo 27 Charlie Kilo.
Airbus 379 Sierra, contact Sweden Control 118.0, bye-bye.
Contact Sweden Control 118.0, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Scandinavian 389, descend.
Scandinavian 2062. Contact Östersund, approach 131.705.
Contact Ostersund, approach 131.705, Scandinavian 2062.
Spinnaker 125, Rasmus 1 Sierra, runway 17. Report ready for descent.
Rasmus 1 Sierra, runway 17, ready for descent. Spinnaker 125.
Spinnaker 125, descend to 8,000 feet. QNH1021.
Descend to 8,000 feet. Spinnaker 125.
Reval 1145. Contact runway precision approach 134.1.
Contact rendezvous precision approach 134.1 Reval 1145.
Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform, Sweden control. Expect Katap 1 Lima, runway 24 right.
Expect Katap 1 Lima, runway 24 right. Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform.
Ryanair 312. Contact Polaris, control 118.55. Have a good evening.
Center 118.55, Ryanair 312.
Speedbird 786 Foxtrot, Elto 52, runway 26. Report ready for descent.
Alta 5D, runway 26, ready for descent. Speedbird 786 Foxtrot.
Speedbird 786 Foxtrot, descend to flight level 150.
Descent to flight level 150, Speedbird 786 Foxtrot.
Reval 060 QNH1012, expect the ILS runway 34.
QNH1012, expect the ILS runway 34, Reval 060.
Charlie 3 Whiskey Echo, contact Helsinki control 121.3.
Contact Helsinki control 121.3, quality Whiskey Echo.
Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform, Katap 1 Lima, runway 24 right. Report ready for descent.
Katap 1 Lima, runway 24 right, ready for descent. Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform.
Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform, descend to 10,000 feet. QNH1024.
Descend to 10,000 feet, Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform.
Nordic 109 Bravo, contact Polaris, control 118.55.
Contact Polaris, control 118.55, Nordic 109 Bravo.
Sweden control, Airbus 379 Sierra. Good evening. Through flight level 253 for flight level 350.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Sweden control, identified. Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform, contact Bremen radar 125.1.
Centrum 125.8, Eurowings 4 Foxtrot uniform, bye-bye.
Bluescan 2 Papa Echo, descend to 2,500 feet. QNH1012.
Descend to 2,500 feet. QNH1012, Bluescan 2 Papa Echo.
Ryanair 3 Echo Alpha, Sweden Control. Expect Mach 7 for Sierra, runway 21.
Expect Mach 7 for Sierra, runway 21, Ryanair 3 Echo Alpha.
Scandinavian 1472, Sweden Control. Expect Luna 4 Lima, runway 01 left.
Expect Lunit 4 Lima, runway 01 left, Scandinavian 1472.
Red nose 1 Kilo Mike, Sweden Control. Expect Lenso 2 Foxtrot, runway 32.
Expect Lenso 2 Foxtrot, runway 32, Red Nose 1 Kilo Mike. Sweden Control, KLM 17 Charlie, flight level 390.
KLM 17 Charlie, Sweden Control, identified. Viskan 2 Papa Echo. Contact Stockholm, approach 126.655.
Contact Stockholm, approach 126.655, Blue Skin 2 Papa Echo.
Scandinavian 1472, Lunet 4 Lima, runway 01 left. Report ready for descent.
Lunet 4 Lima, runway 01 left, ready for descent, Scandinavian 1472.
Scandinavian 1472, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Scandinavian 1472.
Austrian 31 Delta, Sweden Control. Expect Milo 32, runway 26.
Expect Milo 3T, runway 26, Austrian 31 Delta.
Finner 78 Yankee, Sweden Control. Expect diagram for Mike, runway 15.
Expect diagram for Mike, runway 15, Finnair 78 Yankee.
Rednose 2769, Sweden Control. Expect diagram for Mike, runway 15.
Expect diagram for Mike, runway 15, red nose 2769.
Reval 060, 15 miles from 534, fly present heading, maintain 2,500 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 34.
Fly present heading, 2,500 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 34, Reval 060.
Lufthansa 884, contact Rigi Control 128.0.
Contact Reader Control 128.0, Lufthansa 884. Have a good evening.
Austrian 31 Delta, Nilo 32, runway 26. Report ready for descent.
Nilo 3T, runway 26, ready for descent, Austrian 31 Delta.
Austrian 31 Delta, descent to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Austrian 31 Delta. Sweden Control, KLM 1183, flight level 370.
KLM 1183, Sweden Control, radar contact. Airbus 379 Sierra, Sweden Control. Expect earn-off for Charlie, runway 22 left. Airbus 379 Sierra, Sweden Control. Expect earn-off for Charlie, runway 22 left.
Expect earn-off for Charlie, runway 22 left, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Finnair 78 Yankee, contact Helsinki Control 121.3.
Contact Helsinki Control 121.3, Finnair 78 Yankee.
Rednose 2769, diagram for Mike, runway 15. Report ready for descent.
Diagram for Mike, runway 15, ready for descent, red nose 2769.
Rednose 2769, descend to flight level 230.
Descent to flight level 230, red nose 2769. Sweden Control, Nordic 82 Juliet, flight level 370.
Nordic 82 Juliet, Sweden Control, radar contact.
Sweden Control, Swiss 15 Charlie, good evening, flight level 340.
Swiss 15 Charlie, Sweden Control, radar contact. Airbus 379 Sierra, earn-off for Charlie, runway 22 left. Report ready for descent. Airbus 379 Sierra, earn-off for Charlie, runway 22 left. Report ready for descent.
Earn-off for Charlie, runway 22 left, Call when ready. Airbus 379 Sierra.
KLM 17 Charlie, Sweden Control. Expect L2 52, runway 26.
Expect L2 5T, runway 26, KLM 17 Charlie.
Rednose 2769. Contact Helsinki Control 121.3.
Center on 121.3, red nose 2769. Have a good evening.
Airbus 379.
Airbus 379 Sierra, ready for descent.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Sweden Control. Airbus 379 Sierra, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Airbus 379 Sierra.
KLM 855 Heavy, contact Helsinki Control 121.3.
Expect to inform Mike, runway 15, red nose 2769.
Sweden Control, Nordic 68 Lima, flight level 370.
Nordic 68 Lima, Sweden Control, identified. KLM 17 Charlie, L2 52, runway 26. Report ready for descent.
L2 5T, runway 26, ready for descent, KLM 17 Charlie.
KLM 17 Charlie, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, KLM 17 Charlie.
Alcyon 31 Delta, descend to 2,500 feet, QNH1012.
Descend to 2,500 feet, QNH1012, Austrian 31 Delta.
Rednose 2769, diagram for Mac, runway 15. Report ready for descent.
Div for Mike, runway 15, ready for descent, red nose 2769.
Rednose 2769, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, red nose 2769.
Ocean 5 Hotel Uniform, Sweden Control. Expect Nilo 32, runway 26.
Expect Nilu 3T, runway 26, Ocean 5 Hotel Uniform.
Spinnaker 125 QNH1021, expect the Arneri Zulu runway 17.
QNH1021, expect the INAV Zulu runway 17, Spinnaker 125.
Rednose 2769, contact Helsinki Control 121, Speedbird 78.
Descend to 2,500 feet, QNH1012, Speedbird 786 Foxtrot.
Sweden Control, Magic Sun 101, flight level 370.
Magic Sun 101, Sweden Control, identified. KLM 1183, Reda Vectors, ILS runway 29er. Report ready for descent.
Radar Vectors, ILS runway 29er, ready for descent, KLM 1183.
KLM 1183, Saab Airport landing runway 29er.
Saab Airport, landing runway 29er KLM 1183.
KLM 1183, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150 KLM 1183.
Scandinavian 1472, contact Polaris, control 118.55, bye-bye.
Center on 118.55, Scandinavian 1472.
Spinnaker 125, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1021, Spinnaker 125.
Austrian 31 Delta, contact Stockholm approach 126.655.
Contact Stockholm approach 126.655, Austrian 31 Delta.
Transavia 3 Tango, contact Copenhagen control 119.43. Have a good evening.
Center on 119.43, Transavia 3 Tango.
Eurowings 41 Zulu, Sweden control. Expect Catap 1 Lima, runway 24 right.
Expect Catap 1 Lima, runway 24 right, Eurowings 41 Zulu.
Spinnaker 125, descend to 2,500 feet.
Descend to 2,500 feet, Spinnaker 125.
Speedbird 786 Foxtrot, contact Stockholm approach 126.655.
Contact Stockholm approach 126.655, Speedbird 786 Foxtrot.
Scandinavian 1472, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Scandinavian 1472.
KLM 17 Charlie, Sweden control. Expect Delta 52, runway 26.
Expect Delta 5T, runway 26, KLM 17 Charlie.
KLM 17 Charlie, Delta 52, runway 26. Report ready for descent.
Delta 5T, runway 26, ready for descent, KLM 17 Charlie.
KLM 17 Charlie, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, KLM 17 Charlie.
Ryanair 3 Echo Alpha, contact Göteborg approach 124.61.
Contact Göteborg approach 124.68, Ryanair 3 Echo Alpha.
Spinnaker 125, 6 miles from MS 850, turn left, heading 180, maintain 2,500 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared RNA Zulu runway 17.
Turn left, heading 180, 2,500 feet until established. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 17, Spinnaker 125.
Scandinavian 463, contact Copenhagen control 119.43, bye-bye.
Center on 119.43, Scandinavian 463, bye-bye. Sweden control, KLM 43 Zulu, descending via lobby 4 Sierra, flight level 118.
KLM 43 Zulu, Sweden Control, identified. Spinnaker 125, contact Sturup Tower 118.805.
Contact Tower 118.805, Spinnaker 125.
Eurowings 41 Zulu, Kitap 1 Lima, runway 24 right. Report ready for descent.
Kitap 1 Lima, runway 24 right, ready for descent, Eurowings 41 Zulu.
Eurowings 41 Zulu, descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descend to 10,000 feet, Eurowings 41 Zulu.
Airbus 379 Sierra, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1021, Airbus 379 Sierra.
KLM 43 Zulu, contact Göteborg approach 124.61.
Contact Göteborg approach 124.68, KLM 43 Zulu. Sweden Control, Swiss 221 Foxtrot, flight level 350.
Airbus 379 Sierra, contact Copenhagen approach 119.805. Airbus 379 Sierra, contact Copenhagen approach 119.805.
Contact Copenhagen approach 119.805, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Swiss 221 Foxtrot, Sweden Control.
Copenhagen approach Airbus 379 Sierra. Flight level 085 with the numbers.
Airbus 379 Sierra Copenhagen approach, QNH 102, one expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
QNH 1021, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie, leave seat to 625 heading 040. Expect radar vectors for ELS runway 22 left.
Leave CH625 heading 040. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie.
Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie, turn right, heading 035, descend 24,000 feet, QNH 1021, vectors for T approach.
Turn right heading 035, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1021 Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie.
Scandinavian 4 Auxiliary, leave ABG heading 130, expect radar vectors for ELS runway 22 left.
Leave ABG heading 130, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left Scandinavian 463.
Scandinavian 4 Auxiliary, turn right, heading 120, descend 23,000 feet, QNH 1021, vectors for T approach.
Turn right heading 120, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1021 Scandinavian 463.
Scandinavian 4 Auxiliary, 4 miles from seat 610, turn right, heading 185, maintain 2,000 feet until established, cleared ELS runway 22 left.
Turn right heading 185, 2,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 22 left Scandinavian 463. Copenhagen approach, Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee, flight level 0908, we have Kilo on board.
Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee, Copenhagen approach, good evening, QNH 102, 1 expect radar vectors for ELS runway 22 left.
QNH 1021 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Beline Farvego Papa, leave seat to 625 heading 040, expect radar vectors for ELS runway 22 left.
Leave CH625 heading 040, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left Beeline 5 Echo Papa.
Scandinavian 4 Auxiliary, contact Kastrup Tower 12, 1.83.
Over to Tower 121.83 Scandinavian 463. Have a good evening.
Airbus 79 Sierra, descend 24,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie, turn left, heading 300, descend 23,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 300, descend to 3,000 feet, Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie.
Beline 5 Echo Papa, fly present heading, descend 24,000 feet, QNH 1021, vectors for T approach.
Fly present heading, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1021 Beeline 5 Echo Papa.
Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie, 3 miles from seat 610, turn left, heading 250, maintain 2,000 feet until established on T final approach course, cleared ELS runway 22 left.
Turn left, heading 250, 2,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 22 left Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie.
Airbus 79 Sierra, leave ABG heading 120, expect radar vectors for ELS runway 22 left.
Leave Abijay heading 120, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie. Contact Kastrup Tower 121.83. Bye bye.
Contact Tower 121.83 Lufthansa 4 Lima Charlie.
Airbus 379 Sierra. Turn right. Heading 135. Descent 2,000 feet. Vectors for T approach.
Turn right, heading 135, descend to 3,000 feet. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Berliner 5 Echo Papa. Turn left. Heading 310. Descent 2,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 310, descend to 3,000 feet, Beeline 5 Echo Papa. Copenhagen approach, Speedbird 822, flight level 079, we have Kilo.
Speedbird 822 Copenhagen approach. QNH 102. 1 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
QNH 1021 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left, Speedbird 822.
Airbus 379 Sierra, 5 miles from seat 610, turn right, heading 195, maintain 2,000 feet until established on T-final approach course, cleared ILS runway 22 left.
Turn right, heading 195, 2,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 22 left. Airbus 379 Sierra.
Berliner 5 Echo Papa, 2 miles from seat 610, turn left, heading 240, maintain 2,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 22 left.
Turn left, heading 240, 2,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 22 left, Beeline 5 Echo Papa. Copenhagen approach, Spinnaker 28 Kilo, flight level 087, we have Kilo on board.
Berliner 5 Echo Papa, contact Kastrup Tower 121.83.
Contact Tower 121.83, Beeline 5 Echo Papa.
Spinnaker 28 Kilo Copenhagen approach, good evening, QNH 102, 1 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
QNH 1021 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left, Spinnaker 28 Kilo.
Airbus 379 Sierra, established on final approach.
Airbus 379 Sierra, affirm. Radnose 9 Golf Yankee, leave ABG heading 130, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
Leave ABG heading 130, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left, Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Radnose 9 Golf Yankee, turn right, heading 105, vectors for T approach.
Turn right, heading 105, Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Airbus 379 Sierra, contact Kastrup Tower 121.83.
Over to Tower 121.83, Airbus 379 Sierra. Kastrup Tower, Airbus 379 Sierra. ILS runway 22 left.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Kastrup Tower, continue.
Roger, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Castrop Tower, Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee, ILS runway 22 left.
Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee, Castrop Tower, continue.
Volco, Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Airbus 379 Sierra, wind 1905 S3, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Runway 22 left, cleared to land. Airbus 379 Sierra.
1000. $300. 100 above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 30.
Castrop Tower, Speedbird 822, ILS runway 22 left.
Speedbird 822, Castrop Tower, continue.
Roger, Speedbird 822.
Airbus 379 Sierra, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee, wind 1905 S3, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Runway 22 left, cleared to land, Red Nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Airbus 379 Sierra, contact ground 121.905.
Ground 121.905, Airbus 379 Sierra. Airbus 379 Sierra. Request taxi to company gate.
Airbus 379 Sierra, gate Foxtrot 9 taxi via Bravo 4, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Hold short runway 12.
Roger. Taxi via Bravo.
Airbus 379 Sierra, gate Foxtrot 9 taxi via Bravo 4, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Hold short runway 12.
Meters. Turn right on taxiway Bravo.
Airbus 379 Sierra, Castrop Apron.
Gate Foxtrot 9er via Bravo 4. Bravo Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 12, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Turn right on taxiway Bravo.
Ret nose 9 Golf Yankee, ramp 901 taxi via Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 12.
Ramp 901 via Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 12 red nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Continue on taxiway Bravo.
Ret nose 9 Golf Yankee, course runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Yankee, Victor, Romeo, Whiskey.
Cross runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Yankee, Victor, Romeo, Whiskey, red nose 9 Golf Yankee.
Now on Charlie. In 300 meters, turn right on taxiway Delta.
Speedbird 822, gate Alpha 14 taxi via Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 12.
Gate Alpha 14 via Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 12 Speedbird 822.
Turn right on taxiway Delta. In 150 meters, cross runway 12.
Airbus 379 Sierra, course runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Yankee, Victor, Romeo, Whiskey.
Cross runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Yankee, Victor, Romeo, Whiskey, Airbus 379 Sierra.
Cross 12. Continue on taxiway Delta. In 300 meters, turn right on taxiway Yankee.
Speedbird 822, course runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Yankee.
Cross runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Yankee, Speedbird 822.
Spin Echo 28 kilo, gate Echo 36 taxi via Charlie, Delta. Hold short runway 12.
Yankee, Echo 36 via Charlie, Delta. Hold short runway 12 Spinnaker, 28 kilo.
On taxiway Yankee. In 100 meters, turn left on taxiway Victor. Turn left on taxiway Victor.
Spinnaker 2X Kilo, course runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Yankee, Victor, Romeo, Sierra.
Cross runway 12 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta, Yankee, Victor, Romeo, Sierra, Spinnaker 28 kilo.
Continue on taxiway Victor. In 300 meters, turn left on taxiway Tango. Turn left on taxiway Tango. Turn left on taxiway Whiskey. In 100 meters, destination on your right. Destination on your right. You have arrived at your destination. Progressive taxi completed.